Hello, hello. What's up, my spooky friends? So, today I will be talking about the British faction, kind of Irish, but we'll get into that in a minute, uh, that I wanted to introduce going forward. So, we'll call this part one. So, what I want to do is I want to start a bit in the future. So, we'll say right around after SummerSlam. So, during this incident pay per view, you will have uh, Drew McIntyre breaking off with Dolph Ziggler. I think Drew's better off alone. So they break off. What's Drew going to do? Is he going to go to the main event scene? Well, yes, he is. So that leaves Drew after SummerSlam. He's distraught. He doesn't know what to do. He's lost. He lost the tag team titles. We'll say he didn't get a chance to win them with Dolph. Got angry, beat up Ziggler. But also, that will rotate us to what happens with Nikki Cross, who is finally up at this time. We'll say she is on Raw, so this will all take place on Raw pay-per-views. Well, they're mixed now. So, they have Drew spouting off nonsense and getting angry and just going on a rant. Suddenly, Nikki Cross's music hits. What's Nikki Cross doing there? Gets in the ring, gives Drew a big ol' hug with her crazy smile, because that's what Nikki Cross does. So you have those two in there. You'll have, their schedule matches, so it'll be Drew versus Ziggler, and Nikki Cross will face off with Ember Moon. So we'll start with Nikki Cross and Ember Moon. It'll be a tough, hard-hitting match, but Nikki will get the better of Ember Moon when Ember goes for the Eclipse to hit her finisher. Nikki will get out of the way. There'll be a ref bump. Ref gets in the way, gets hit. Ref doesn't see what's going on. Nikki gets her hands on a chair. Nikki smacks Ember with a chair, kicks it out of the ring, and rolls her up for the pin. In the meantime, or later on in that night, you'll have Ziggler facing off against McIntyre. Hard-hitting affair, it's going back and forth. Drew hits the Claymore, but it doesn't pin Ziggler. Ziggler goes to hit the zigzag when suddenly, whose music hits? Surprising that, it's Sheamus. Sheamus runs down there and boots Ziggler just right in the teeth, knocking him down. Obviously, it's a disqualification. But the real question is, what is Sheamus doing on Raw? And why is he helping Drew McIntyre? Fast forward a few weeks, you'll have your lead up into we'll say the next Raw, rather, or a couple Raws down the road before the following pay-per-view. Drew comes out and explains his reasonings that he's tired of Dolph, but he knew he couldn't do it alone. So he called up Nikki Cross and Sheamus to help him, because they are forming their faction. And we don't have a name for them yet. We just know that they are together and they're going to be on a warpath soon. This will eventually lead to matches at TLC. They will all be title matches. It will be Sheamus versus, let's have some fun with this, Finn Balor for the IC. It'll be Nikki Cross versus Ember Moon once again to see who the number one contender is for the Raw Women's Championship. And you will have Drew McIntyre working his way up, trying to become the champion. Who will he be facing for that Universal title? Well, at this point, I think it's safe to say it'll probably be Roman Reigns. Could be wrong, but we'll say Roman Reigns for now instead of Braun. What happens to TLC? You'll just have to wait